All right, as alluded to, we are going to be talking about I'd say POC, kind of proof of concepts, integrating AI as fast as you can into XR developments and XR, projects. This is me. I am Preston Platt. I'm the CTO over at Rock Paper Reality. I have 20 years of experience in 3D, 10 years of Unity experience, and then 15 years of lovely experience in this XR industry. Quick disclaimer, this presentation has evolved. We submitted this 4 months ago, I think it was. AI has changed a lot. I was going to talk a lot more about the creative prompting, Unity netcode specific things, but then unfortunately AI just got good, right? Nowadays the prompting process is kind of insane. So I'm going to walk you through a lot of these quick POCs and kind of all the little small things I do to make it fun and, I don't know, easy, I guess. But yeah, obviously that. Okay, cool. So for the last 6 months, I've been pushing AI integration into these XR projects and really trying to push the timelines. As you saw, the idea for most of these was how fast can we go in a week? And what you're going to see and what we're going to be talking about was Defenderella, which is the game on the top right. But all of these were created in quick succession. We've got different things like weasels that are spawning around your environment, really playing with the environment itself. We have this cool contraption game that's really playing with physics and your environment. And then in Bali, I found this weird house that had this door that opened, so I made a slingshot game out of it, right? And it's really taking AI and just pushing it as fast as you can. The key to all of this is just how do you make AI fun, right? I love handling code flow. I love the integration of 3D. I love the thought process behind it. And I love all the creative code flows that I can create. AI is not coming to, just do the entire process for you. It's kind of there to, be your assistant and do the things you don't want to do, right? And it's really key to lean into that, I think. But yeah, so this Defenderella app that was originally built within a week, right, using netcode, looked like this. I had some great help from a 3D artist named Anna Kite, which I always want to shout out. But yeah, this is kind of that week, 2-week integrated AI workflow sprint. So the agenda, I'll talk about pre-planning, I'll talk about the 3D, and some of the cool things we started trying to play with, as well as UI and the code. So obviously everything starts with the image gen process, just flushing out ideas, having some fun. From that image gen process, we started to play with what we could actually do with Gen AI in the 3D sense. So we took a bunch of these kind of mid-journey monsters, threw them into a program called Trippo, then took Trippo's, kind of crazy model that it comes out with, threw that into Maya, and then rigged it and created a fun little character out of it. So we really wanted to try that with characters, and then secondarily to that, we actually started to try it with more of the environmental features like the tower. So, coming out of Trippo, a lot of the geometry is super rough. The textures are broken for the most part. This is getting much better. Again, this was like a month ago that this specifically was from, and already Trippo has become insanely good. But the textures are broken, the color's wrong. But again, it's just like having a great kickoff point. So what you see is that we then take that into Maya, model around that, right? Really kind of use it as a guiding practice, and then really characterize it into something fun. And from there, we optimize the geometry, optimize the texture, and just create fun elements and create story elements out of it. For the code process, I really like to start in FigJam. So the way, there's so many different ways to prompt inside of ChatGPT, but realistically, when you're doing a multiplayer game, and especially when you're doing something that has a bit more scope to it, getting all of your thoughts and all of those aspects out early and just really flowcharting it together, if you take an image of that, create a really good prompt around it, you can actually start to pump out all the scripts you need interconnected before you know it. Models I'm using currently today, each one of these has been my favorite child at one point. I loved ChatGPT at first, then I loved Claude, then I loved Grok, but now I'm back to ChatGPT. O4 Mini is easily the best tool at the moment. I know everybody's got their own integrated workflows and everything else. That's what I like. There you go. But yeah, comparing ChatGPT before and after, I know a lot of people got into AI-generated workflows very early on, but then maybe kind of got rid of it because maybe there were some bugs, no relevant previous memory. But now headers are there, written summaries are inline, you've got inline documentation, you've got actually optimized routines that are happening in your AI code. That's crazy. So again, as suggested. Even ChatGPT came up with a really interesting solution to a problem I had around the monsters running. With XR, I don't know if anybody's tried running AI systems running in XR, but it's a nightmare, beyond belief. This came up with a really cool traffic guiding system for me that was super, super high performant. And again, it's just by flowing out everything in a really nice visual way, feeding that into that specific LLM, for instance, it then just came up with a really cool, interesting way that I wouldn't have originally thought of. And to do a lot of this, I kind of create what I would consider my own custom reg process. If you take a scripts folder, take a quick Python script, you compile all that into a JSON file, you can quickly copy your JSON file straight into ChatGPT if you wanted to, for instance, and just prompt around it. I do this with everything. Every time I make a code update or a change, I add a different script. It just compiles straight into this JSON file. I copy that in, start talking about what I want, and it starts working with me really, really fast. Same kind of goes for inside of netcode. What I'll do sometimes is just start with the Unity netcode sample, and this is, again, this is all for POC, right? We're getting up fast, we're running fast. Write out all my scripts in kind of a mono-behavior way. Feed that into ChatGPT, telling it basically, you want NGO-ready assets here, and to be honest with you, it's mostly done. I would say 4 months ago, it wasn't the case, but nowadays it's so good, I couldn't even come up with a workflow around it because it just knocked it out so fast. Disclaimer to that though, you still need to write your code in a way that is network compatible, right? Yeah. When we get into UI and the icons, I think this is really, really fun, right? Now I can take my 3D assets that I've got integrated into Unity, I can take a screenshot of that, and with a small amount of prompting and some light characterization descriptions, all of a sudden you have these really fun icons, right, that fit inside the world, and it's just done for you. And then you can create that same stylistic look and feel over and over and over for all your icons as you keep moving forward. We're also looking at fun ways to play with the IP. I think there's going to be some really fun VO3 ways to start integrating some of these character components into the actual gameplay itself. But yeah, again, all of that is just simply on the code side. When we get into the actual cross-platform nature of all of this, I like to build for both polyspatial, Meta OpenXR specifically, and then Android XR, right? So what you really want to do is you want to create this basically editor file that you can have all your different manifests in. And that way you can have all of the packages you need for the specifics, like Vivox is a good example of this, that you need specific Vivox chat compatibility for BizNOS as opposed to Android. You can toggle between them really fast. Again, this is, I think most of the people would maybe know that in this room, but just want to highlight it again if you haven't dealt with that. But yeah, again, I really lean into OpenXR, especially for these POCs where it just bridges all of the stuff you don't want to deal with. I can have one single scene file that opens everything else up and just partition it with iOS, Android, and an editor 3D game. And you're good to go at that point. So pushing past the POC, again, this is kind of why I was saying it wasn't just a week-long endeavor. A lot of what you saw there was like some quick hit thoughts on how I wanted this multiplayer POC to go. Pushed it, a bit further, and this is an example of that, right? When we take a lot of these key concepts and everything that we talked about there, you can really push it further into a really rock-solid production-level gamification. Yeah. So here's an example of that. The other fun example I wanted to walk through, and this again, this is all Unity-based. This works on polyspatial, but what if you decided you wanted to port it to native, right? That's a crazy thought. I had that come up where I needed to port this whole thing to a native Swift environment. Problem with that is that I have 10 years of experience in Unity. I have 10 minutes of experience inside Swift. The cool thing is, hey, go back to our JSON code compile, chuck it in ChatGPT, and say, hey, convert this to Swift for me. Did it work? No, it did not. I tricked all of you. Gotcha. No, it was really rough, actually. So, unfortunately, Swift and ChatGPT do not mix well. There's not enough training data there yet. We will definitely get there. It's been 2 weeks, or I guess a month since I've checked last on specifically Swift. Hey, who knows? But it is great, obviously, using ChatGPT search for all the documentation. I use it literally constantly. So again, in places like that where you can't use it, it is a bummer, but you always can revert back to ChatGPT search. The cool thing from all of that, though, is I got it working in native using personas, and it actually was just recently showcased at WWDC using personas next to people around you, which was super cool to do. But yeah, try to keep it quick, to the point. I still got 9 minutes because I figure a Q&A session would be great. So, thank you.
If anyone has a few questions, can I open up the floor?
I can barely see with these lights.
I'm sure there's a couple of burning questions in here. Yes.
Anybody?
Gentlemen?
So you were using ChatGPT directly. Did you ever try GitHub Copilot?
I did. I've tried a bunch of tools. Like, I'm really interested in N8N right now and creating workflows around that. But again, there's something just about knowing the workflow you have. It's almost a little bit more craft-like, where I've got it set up. I've got my Unity project. I can just chuck that JSON file in. And honestly, ChatGPT's memory is so good now that you don't really need these tools. Like, it's crazy. So, yeah. But yes, I have tried them.
Yeah, I was just wondering because Copilot kind of takes it direct, right? You don't have to send the JSON file, but it doesn't look like it's that hard.
No, and sometimes, like, if ChatGPT is being dumb at that moment, and I'm like, hey, I want to go over the grok, what's up? And then I just copy it over there. So, keep it dynamic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Awesome presentation, thank you. I'm just curious, how much of this process do you think you'd change for a full project development versus a POC? What would you keep and what would you get rid of?
That's a great question. It depends. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. It depends on the team around you, for the most part, right? Again, I go back to, I don't want AI to replace the fun things. Like, in this standpoint where I'm working with this 3D artist, a lot of that wasn't Gen AI. She's a 3D artist. She loves doing 3D art, right? But I think some of the fun things were like generating that tower we actually had a ton of fun with, where we could iterate fast. I think the real point of it is like iterating quick and then letting the craftsman do the craftsman things. But on the code side, no, I'm like, go do that for me, for sure. Unless I have interesting things I want to build custom.
Even on the production side, like the full production?
Not so much on the full production side, right? And that's the point. I think, but equally as important, and I think all of us would know this here, it's like you can be in production and then still have to rewrite your code 10 times over because you didn't fully flush out the idea, right? Flush out the idea fast, go back, write it in production, period, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, good question, great question. Do you have a great question? Okay.
So, I mean, ChatGPT has the ability for you to give it multiple files and work off of that. I mean, aside from just the convenience of only giving it one file, are there any other benefits you find to kind of impacting everything into a single JSON?
Yes, I felt like it hallucinated a lot when I gave it files. Like when I would give it a C# file, it would start to hallucinate, weirdly. It just didn't feel like it sat in system memory the right way. And I mean, and that is the least scientific, answer that I can give you, right? Like, that's it, about it. But yeah, I mean, also I really like the mapping it out in an image format, weirdly giving it more image-based context than giving it written context. I just found a lot of really good results from that as well. But yeah, no, I just felt like it was hallucinating. Simple as that. Thank you. Oh, I thought Omid was joking.
I'll give you
Hi,
a
Omid.
question. I might have two, actually.
Okay.
Two. So first, do you use it for any testing or debugging? And then second, how does this change how you think about what your team would look like? Whether it sounds like 3D artists, that's the craftsmanship, that's core. How does it impact how you build your team around this workflow?
Just say the first question one more time.
Testing and debugging.
Yeah, totally love testing and debugging. Yeah. You do a lot of code, right, Omid?
Yes, all of it.
Yeah?
All of it.
Yeah, and then when it came to the second question, I think we talked about that, right? Where it's, don't kill the teammates around you and have fun. I think that's the answer. Have fun, always.
So from the opposite, the customer perspective, is your plan now to over-deliver, create increased quality? What's the goal when you're looking at it from that perspective? Considering
yeah, my plan is to kill my business by saying I can do everything in a week.
Right. So
how am I doing?
yeah. So looking at it from that perspective, like, is that something you're saying? All right, well, we can just continue to scale more of the offerings. What do you think from that perspective? When you know that the tech is going to continuously improve, and that that's maybe you don't get the best 3D models right now, but that's today. Next week.
Again, going back to POC building fast, I can say, hey, look at shiny thing I just built. You would probably like shiny thing, right? It works this well, etc. You'll say, you built that in a week. I can't wait to have it at a week price point. And then I'll be like, well, I didn't have an approval process, right? So I would say I would say it's definitely quality for sure. But I think it's about generating ideas quick, guiding the XR process, because I think we've all been in the room when you've been pitched like an XR idea that you're like, oh man, that's going to be a tough one. Right? If you had a good POC that you could point to that would solve a lot of the problems that they might have or create a new creative endeavor for them, I think that's just as useful, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's not a singular problem, right? There's everyone can be facing the exact same challenge with this. Is that how do you improve quality and delivery when you know that there's tools that can help 50% of the way. Yep.
Cool. More? Thanks for staying late, guys. Wow. Getting late here.
Yeah, we do have a little extra time if you have it.
I'm good. It's all about you guys. I will not do that. No.
I believe you mentioned that ChatGPT is not up to date or has the data for Swift. Are there any other models that you might recommend to look into? I think Xcode just had some updates for different models.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I have not tried Xcode's newest beta release on their kind of AI integration. I have tried all of them using Swift, and I will say that ChatGPT is the best, candidly. A lot of the times what I like to do is also point to Git repos, right? A lot of great open source Git repos, and you can kind of say, hey, let's take another look at this, etc. Right? But yeah, I think we'll get there eventually. But yeah, a lot of that was built by hand, but I was actually very happy to do that. Again, I really think it's all about learning fast, right? Just quick learning. No, I never told them that I was going to have fun in ChatGPT like that. But I needed to learn fast. They knew I needed to learn fast, so I thought it'd be cool if it worked, but it didn't.
Okay, probably one more. I saw your hand go up.
Just wondering, what is your approach to predicting costs and using the generative AI tools, and how do you incorporate that into your plan or budget? Doing those brainstorming processes.
Yeah, and you kind of need that more in the OpenAI or the API category. Is that kind of what you mean? Well, I think I'm definitely kind of doing it on a per basis level, right? I think if I was using something like N8N or any of the aggregates, I would be more concerned about it. But I haven't built it into a fully realized pipeline, right? And I think that's the point. It's kind of still this fun POC generating activity. But it's a great point. I mean, I hope to not know soon if that's if I hit data limits and all that. But yeah, something to watch out for sure. Cool. Well, one more. 20 seconds according to this.
Steps in. It's the end of the day, so.
Do you have any projects available online for people to download and look through and learn from it?
No, but I could.
The reason I'm asking that is one of the examples you showed, there was a selection you were doing of characters which was scrolling through horizontal plane, and I guess that's a canvas in Unity, I've tried doing that where you're masking the elements outside the canvas, and I tried that for 2 days. I gave up. I was very curious about how you did that, so that's what I was asking for your project.
Look, hey, I'll open up right now and show you. Let's do it right after this. I'm not kidding. Yeah, let's just go all the way through it. Yeah, no, I'll hook it up. Let's talk after this. Cool. Great, thank you. I think that's it. So I'll get out of here. Thank you so much.
Put your hands together
you.
for Preston Platt from Rock Paper Reality.